perfect, nothing new.
Hey kiddos, what's up? It's Ari. In case you couldn't tell, I gave up. Now, what did I give up on? I gave up on a Christmas video. I was making a video for Christmas and I was already behind because it's 3 days after Christmas and I was gonna try and finish editing it today, but then I lost like a big chunk of audio that I needed and I couldn't get it back. So I gave up. I'm like, whatever, it's already 3 days after Christmas. Why would anyone want to watch this video anyway? And yes, I know, I posted a video 2 weeks after Thanksgiving that was supposed to be my Thanksgiving video, but I decided I'm not gonna do that anymore because that's stupid. Today I decided we're just gonna talk about all the things that I've given up on. I already filmed this part of the video where I'm talking about all the things that I've given up on, which is the big portion of the video, but it reached the maximum limit and I realized that I really didn't want to go through 40 minutes of footage of me doing absolutely nothing. Update, I've finished filming the video and I'm editing it right now, and it's only 30 minutes of me doing absolutely nothing. We're starting over. If I go to the maximum footage again, then I'm probably just gonna give up. Again. We're gonna talk about the things that I've given up on. I gave up on piano lessons in 1st grade, so no more piano. I don't know how to play piano now. I gave up on cheerleading when I was in 2nd grade. I think I did 1 season of rec cheerleading. This is my trophy. I still have it, and I gave up on it. I didn't like it. A couple years ago, I got a ukulele for Christmas, which is what I really wanted. I gave up on that too. There's a reason I play trombone and not any other instrument because I don't know what to do with my fingers. I can't change them quick enough. I have to think about it first. That's the only chord I can play. Or actually, no. No, that's not a chord. Okay. I'm making it up as I go along. These are the only chords I know. I don't even know what to do with my hand either. I didn't give up on singing though. That's because singing's easy. I was also going through some Wattpad stories that I gave up on because I wanted to be a Wattpad writer. I was able to log back into my old Wattpad account. The first story, it has 148 views. There's a reason why people stopped watching it, and it's because it's very cringy. I'm not actually gonna read the actual stories because that takes too long. This one has 11 chapters. It says, when Ashlyn Kate Milby, me, and her brother Roman, my brother. Oh yeah, this was based on a weird dream I had, so that's why there's like real people in this. Win passes to go to GameCon Australia from a giveaway off of YouTube. Things seem pretty cool at first. Even though Ashlyn Kate isn't as big a gamer as Roman, the convention is pretty fun. After all, it is in Australia, which is really far away from the United States. Apparently, I just wanted to be as far away from America as possible. They even get to meet the creators of the greatest game ever, in Ashlyn Kate's opinion. Titanic, Escape or Drown. This is really not a good game for a game, I feel like. Would anyone play that? I don't know. Then, an earthquake hit. It was totally unexpected and, not to mention, unprepared for. The Sydney Opera House is destroyed, just a mile away from GameCon. I feel like if that happened, then we'd all be dead. At least the people in that Sydney area. In the meetup with the creators of Titanic, Escape or Drown, May, one of the creators decides they can escape the next wave. How exactly? Using gaming tactics. Ashlyn, Kate, Roman, May, the rest of the creators, and a few others go on the submarine escape adventure of a lifetime. Will they survive? Based on a weird dream I had last night, the shake will not change you, not scare you, and hopefully not make you concerned for the characters. Please bear with me. At least at that point I knew that like this story was not very good, and I didn't want people to take it seriously just because of how strange it was. This one might be a little bit stranger just because of how, I don't even know how to describe this one. It's called When Life Gives You Lemons. Someone commented saying, wow, what a start, I'm already into it. Can't wait to see how it all plays out. Thanks! When Joy's dad is killed in a mass shooting, her hometown becomes a major tourist attraction. The city can't keep up with the publicity, and they can't build any more houses for people with long-time stays. I don't understand how they weren't able to build more houses, but I think the mayor was also very corrupt. The solution? Vacating the residents of the houses in Joy's neighborhood. Not good. I really don't think I needed to add the not good Like, I think it's pretty self-evident that this was not good. Joy wants her family to stay in the house, which goes back generations, but she has no idea where to start. The only way is if the homeowners pay the city $500,000 per house. But where will they get the money? By something that is basically impossible. Lily, Joy's sister, knows exactly what to do. It involves family recipes, a lemonade stand, slip and slides, and a summer no one will forget. Let's read the first chapter, just for funsies. Everyone thought Daisy was just an extreme introvert. Maybe more like a hermit. She wasn't really a people person, that's for sure. In such a small, friendly neighborhood, she couldn't be much more, right? Wrong. Daisy Doggins was a mass murderer. Daisy Doggins killed my dad. I feel like Doggins is a horrible last name, and I really did not like this person. I mean, naturally I didn't like this person because she's a murderer, but I think I just gave her the worst possible name. Daisy Doggins is an awful name. One day our dad went to the grocery store to run some errands. When he was on his way back, he noticed some commotion going on at Daisy's house. The police were there and there was a lot of noise inside. He went to the front door to investigate and found that Daisy was shooting her family, friends, and the police officers who came. When her cousin called and stopped talking mid-word, they weren't prepared for this. Neither was my dad. He went in front of an old friend of ours who was Daisy's sister. If it weren't for my dad, she wouldn't have survived. Apparently Daisy had been going crazy. She became obsessed with her family's flaws and thought that they had to be justified. Is that Riverdale? Did I just predict the entire season 2 of Riverdale? Because that's what this looks like. She invited everyone she'd ever been close to just to shoot them to death. When they were in the middle of dinner, she used a bathroom excuse and pulled out a gun from her closet. After that, 23 people. Why were there so many people at our house? Oh my god. Including my dad, were killed and 15 injured. When one of the officers called for backup, Daisy was arrested for murder. Obviously. Daisy rightfully pleaded insanity, but killed herself 2 days later. Oh no, I did not capitalize God, and that's really triggering me right now. Thank God, I don't want anyone like her in this world. My dad is dead, and it's all Daisy Doggins' fault. Now let's go to the next part where it gets a little better. It's not as awful. 1 year after my dad died, I heard a knock at the door at 6 in the morning. Wondering who the hell is knocking on our door at the crack of dawn, I clambered out of bed and went downstairs. Turns out my mom was already a step ahead of me and answered the door first. Can I help you? Ah yes, you're Mrs. Seymour, I presume. Where did I come up with these names? What is... Seymour? Is that a last name? I have no idea. You're Mrs. Seymour, I presume, said the voice at the other side of the door, who I couldn't see through my angle. Yes, we've met, said my mother with the attitude she gives us when we still haven't put our dishes away. Ah, I remember now, at your husband's funeral last year. Specific. If he says ah one more time, I might strangle him. He said ah twice. What can I do for you, Monsieur Mayor? No one says that. Oh my god. What's the mayor doing here? Ah, well, you're probably aware that in the last year our tourism rates have skyrocketed, and that this town is a bit too small to build more houses. Oh, that's right, because the town wasn't big enough. Okay. Well, we talked to a few visitors, and a majority of them said that they prefer to come here for long-time stays, as in weeks or months at a time, which means that many people who come here will rent out a beach house, since the beach is in most of our backyards, including yourself. Since we can't keep up with all these people coming here for such long periods of time, we have to vacate the residence of Tawny Estate. What? I interjected? Ah, Joy Seymour. I've heard so much about... Why? Why has the mayor heard so much about my character? Said Mayor Kingston. You can't just take us out of... Of what? You can't just take us out of outhouses. Oh boy, I really love that I didn't check this enough and there was like a lot of typos. Not a lot of typos, but there's some and there really shouldn't be any. You can't just take us out of our houses, I said. Well, I don't like it all that much either, but I have no choice. The town's just too small. Anyway, you'll have to sign this form saying you're selling and moving out of the house by August 13th. And if we don't, my mom asked, then you better have $500,000 to hand to the city by then. That's your other option so that the city has money to build more. But you just said you don't have room to build more houses. Now you're saying you don't have the money? But the tourism rates are going up. I'm so confused. What about us? You just have to move. That's all we ask. We just have to move in 3 months, which isn't nearly enough time to sell and move out. Then I suggest you get started. And with that, the mayor walked off our front porch and drove away in his show-offy Mercedes. Oh try. So let's go to Pic Collage, see what we can find. Which ones should we look at? Some of these actually aren't that bad, but I was really upset because they were not getting a lot of likes. Hold on, how many followers did I have? I had over 1,000 followers, so not that awful. I had 2 accounts actually. One of them was a Once Upon a Time account, and the other one was like Pretty Edits. Oh my goodness. This was before Gabby Hanna cut her hair. Oh no, this is so bad. Oh no. I will show you. This is what the bottom looks like. That is very cringe. Let's move on. Oh, here's a really bad one. This is the Sabrina Carpenter edit, and it's not the best. I used a lot of bright colors back in the day. I still do. And I always made sure to put like a watermark on the bottom, you know, in case someone were like to steal my work or something. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Like, you can't even see some of the cutouts. Yeah, no wonder that only got 4 likes. Ooh, this was when everyone was obsessed with that Ruth B song called Lost Boy. It was like all the inspiration for all the aesthetic edits. So of course I hopped onto this trend. You have to forgive me, I don't know how to screen record on my laptop, so this is what we're doing. There were a couple times where I was literally begging people for likes. I just wanted to get featured on like the main page.
Okay guys, there are 2 more days till Christmas. I've been asking for ideas for a feature since Thanksgiving. Please, can you be good followers and help me out? I really want to reach my goal. We have 2 days. I will like all your photos if you like a featured collage before it gets featured.
I don't think I realized how hard it was to get featured on the Pic Collage page because those people were all like super talented and had like hundreds of thousands of followers. I only had 1,000. That time I didn't even have 1,000. I only had a few hundred. Oh, I just found one that only had 1 like. That is disgusting. So there was one day where I discovered that Sebastian Stan played the Mad Hatter in Once Upon a Time and also Bucky Barnes in the MCU. And I thought it would be so funny if I made this collage where it's really not even a collage. It's just complete and utter trash. He's the Mad Hatter. Or is he Bucky Barnes? I really thought that this was like the craziest thing ever. Like, yeah, he's in more than one thing. Wow. So there was a time where I would take some pictures from Once Upon a Time and make like relatable memes out of them. This one says, when you've been holding your pee and you can finally go. And it's got this beautiful picture of our favorite man, Colin O'Donoghue, aka Killian Jones. Let's go to my Once Upon a Time fan page. These are just some memes that I found. Like, none of these are actually mine. Women are better than men equals misandry. Men are better than women equals misogyny. Men and women are equal equals feminism. Everyone is equal, but also shirt equals misanthropy. Everyone's equal when they're dead equals Les Mis. Everyone's dead equals Supernatural. Everyone's important equals Doctor Who. Everyone's an idiot equals Sherlock. Everyone's food equals Hannibal. Everyone's related equals Once Upon a Time. So, like, I didn't even understand any of these references, but just because there's a Once Upon a Time reference, I included it. I think this is gonna be the thing that I leave you with. It's a GIF thing of Robin Hood and Regina. It says, "And you found it? What?" And it's her saying, "Someone to destroy." Look at his face. He's like, "Love? Is it love?" And Regina's all, "Lol, nope, murder." I think my Once Upon a Time phase was really my peak yikes. That's the best way I can describe it. This is where I leave you. I will see you all later, kids. And remember, it's okay to give up. As long as you find something else to not give up on. That's what my cringy message is for today. Alright, bye guys.